Okay, now, what are we going to now? Oh, yes, Chiron. We've got Chiron, you know, in that house too, the house of partnerships and relationships. And Chiron is all about wounded healing. So there's actually quite a lot of past life stuff from that relationship issue, from, you know, the Chiron energy. And she, you know, she's obviously got a lot of healing to do there.
Right.
But she'll also make a great healer herself, which we've talked about before, in the area of relationships. Her 8th house and her 9th house are empty.
Right.
The 8th house is other people's money, metaphysics,
death
and dying, taxes, insurances, lottery winnings, and all that kind of thing. The 9th house is higher learning, spirituality. It's the house of God, I always say.
Right.
And that's empty also. So she's learned what she needs to learn in those houses. In the 10th house, she has her part of fortune. The part of fortune is a circle with a cross in it, and it's in Capricorn. Now, with her part of fortune there, she has, if she wishes to use it, the opportunity to earn money from the public arena, either being a teacher, being out there in the public, talking to people, that kind of thing. It'd be interesting to see what she did with that. In her 11th house of hopes, wishes and dreams, of course the 10th house is the public arena, where, you know, you stand on a stage or you stand in front of people and communicate. The 11th house is the house of hopes, wishes and dreams. She's got nothing in that house because she's got nothing to learn there. She's learned it in the past, and hopefully she's utilizing that energy in this lifetime.
Right.
And then in the 12th house, in this incarnation, she's got the moon and her south node. The moon in the beginning, in childhood, would probably have made her very frightened of the dark, and frightened of the unknown, and frightened of punishment and God and death and all that kind of thing. So it would be interesting, you know, but with that moon there, she'd make a great hypnotherapist. She'd make a great past life therapist.
Yeah, we didn't mention the 12th house is very deep karmic stuff.
Yes,
and so that's with the moon.
And it's also the house of prison,
right?
The house of institutions,
self-imposed
limitations. I have my Saturn there in the last for another year, and it's been there for a year and a half, and oh boy, has it put me in self-imposed prison. I'll tell you that now.
And it's been hard living with her too.
It has. It has. I'm not going to deny it. So that moon has, you know, would have created in the beginning, and that's what she's here to do, to fight that fear. Her ascendant is Pisces. Now, although she's an Aries, she's also got a tremendous amount of Pisces energy, which also makes her very intuitive and very aware.
Yes.
I mean, she is an incredibly psychic lady.
Right.
And I hope that she's using that as well, if not for others, but for herself. And her midheaven is in Sagittarius.
Yep.
Now, this is what makes me question her marriages. Because as a Sagittarian midheaven, her ego consciousness is there. And they don't like being tied down.
Right.
They do not like being tied down. And so, you know, be interesting to find out how her relationships have gone over the years. But that's Roxy's chart. Roxy, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if we've hit the nail on the head anywhere. And so far we've had a very good trot with people saying you were perfect, spot on and everything else. But we always can have the odd one where we, you know, we're not right.
Where we learn something from.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
exactly.
Right. We have...
the person you did the chart for.
Yeah, we have Roxy on the line.
Hi, Roxy.
Hi. How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent.
Great, great. See, I appreciate your call here. And I wasn't able to get on at the beginning when you were doing my chart, and that was just due to my ignorance on the computer. But anyhow, I did get on when you started in my 7th house.
Okay.
And what you had mentioned about the marital situation, you were right on that, difficulties in that, and that there was abuse as a child and as an adult also.
Yeah.
And